Hey people, 5 Aces here, and this is a call to action. Have you seen this man? If so, please do not contact us. Our local psychics are already on the case and have found out your location. You're going to be exfiltrated safely within the next 5 minutes. Welcome everyone to OpenRA Romanovs Vengeance. This is going to be so cool. I've been waiting for this for a very long time. Finally, Romanov is back. He's still on the loose. And he left us with this crazy ass mod that has been strung together with basically, I guess, shoestring and duct tape and glue. Duct taping Generals on top of RA2 on top of OpenRA. You know, this is just gonna be cool. So what's the main difference between this and the OpenRA version of RA2? So also lots of balance changes and also lots of new units have been added, but for those of you who haven't noticed it yet, it also features Generals powers live from Command & Conquer Generals. So this is such a cool, wild mix. I love this mod, and I'm going to live stream it tonight, 6 PM UTC on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/5acesjackmate. Did that polar bear just moo? Sit the fuck down, polar bear. You don't deserve to be mooed. Come on. What the hell? I love this map. I love the random mooing sounds. Alright, so this is gonna be an interesting match. In the bottom right, spawning as the mortal enemy of the attack move. He always uses move command as evidenced here, even on his doggo dachshund. It is gonna be JackoDerp, fellow streamer, co-hoster, and whatnot. And his opponent is gonna be, live from Palestine, Mr. StolenTech. I think he came third in the last Shattered Paradise tournament. And now he's in Romanovs Vengeance too. Pretty cool, pretty competitive players, those two. Let's see where this takes us. Also, by the way, this refinery here, as I've spotted, is a placeholder model. Regular model obviously looks like this, and in RV you can turn buildings, but the coders, or Mustafa specifically, didn't yet get around to coding how the refinery looks from the backside, so for the time being he's using a Shattered Paradise, I think GDI refinery. So yeah, there's that. This is gonna be so awesome. Now the factions. Bottom right, JackoDerp spawning as, that is definitely Cuba. And Cuba has access to terrorists, and terrorists are great. They've been in RA2. They are still great here, no exceptions. Conversely, this is a kind of, out of left field faction here for StolenTech. This is gonna be Vietnam, and Vietnam specializes in flamer tactics. Now one thing I also need to disclose is that flamethrowers, like the regular flamethrower guys, are going to be accessible by all Soviet units now. This has been by all Soviet subfactions now. This is one of the balance changes that has been going on. Wow, are you kidding me? There was some sort of engagement going on, and conscripts in Vit too as a result. Alrighty. You know what? I got my headphones upside down, that's why. Easy fix, there we go. Professional standards, right? Okay, so the map. This also is garrison logic, and it sports like the full set of logic. Oh! And, geez, there's so much to talk about. So, Terra drones now require, as far as I'm aware, a general's point. So this must be, seeing as I'm seeing a conscripts vetted up, this must be the second general's point that has been chosen by JackoDerp. Super interesting. He's going with the dog to scout and screen, and then with the Terra drone to probably try and get an infiltration. He can't get an infiltration on War Miners. Like, look, they're so clustered and concentrated. 4 of those make minced meat out of Terra drones. Like, oh my goodness, just 2 shots chunk it. But, managed to get an infiltration into a tank. That's super nasty. Double War Factory has been scouted as well. This has been fully revealed now, and JackoDerp is aware. It's going on the bottom left. That's just a couple random civilian buildings. Okay. Just a couple captures. Oh, veterancy on the Terra drone. So, yeah, oh, is this what I think it is? This is gonna be a terrorist drop. Okay, we're gonna keep an eye out on that one while I elaborate on the General's mechanics. So both have gone for stock standard builds, and both have gone for conscript promotion opener as the first General's choice, General's point choice, which makes all conscripts, and I think also flag troopers, spawn at veterancy 1. And veterancy is a huge deal in RV. Units just scale so well with veterancy, and a single Vet 3 unit can turn the tide of battle, which is a feature I really like. I just really like unit preservation and getting those hype plays with... Oh, Polar Bear scouts this. Getting those hype plays with vetted units off. So this is very much to my liking. Ooh, this is gonna be a straight up MCV. You know what? I think 5 turrets is enough to blow up an entire MCV. This might be a dead expansion MCV. Dead in the water for StolenTech. Okay, unloading. No, decides again. What? Let's keep an eye on that with Shift Tab. Let's see where this leads us. Oh my goodness, don't... Okay, that's probably gonna fail. Taking damage from the... Oh! My goodness! Well, this is not a fail at all. Glorious, it just blew 2 war factories to Kingdom Come. So, for the time being, tank spam is disrupted. Holy cow. That was some AoE damage right there. Wow. With all that said and done though, still, there's a double war factory for JackoDerp, but he's just now getting his MCV ready. And this is also something that differs from the originals. MCVs, you don't necessarily need to build MCVs, you can also go for an expansion outpost. I think it's called a Sputnik or something like in RA3. So you don't need to actually purchase a full-on MCV. Oh, attack move. Hello, buddy. Hello, attack move, my old friend. Come to talk to you again. Nice micro though, because the Tesla troopers are targeting the tanks. Meanwhile, conscripts are running interference, just building a safeguarding line. Oh wow, flamethrowers here. The flamethrowers are not a faction-specific unit. They're available to all Soviet units, as stated previously, but that just means that flak drops can be so deadly. That is also some really weird graphical animation. This is an ore silo. This is gonna get changed. It's a placeholder graphic. It just looks like a tile of walls. And it sells for $6, as I've learned right now. So yeah, this tank raid, despite all the setback, this tank raid has been super successful. He's managed to punch the lights of 2 harvesters. He's managed to basically trade relatively well. And he managed to get the cell on a war factory up. So Jacko on 1 war factory for the time being. He's got a lot of vet conscripts, but hey, doesn't really help you in the grand scheme of things. And this might actually also... Unfortunately, we can't really see the... Ah, yeah, we can see the sport powers. Wow, cluster mines versus instant bunkers. So both are on veterancy 3 or generals points 3 already. Ooh, I'm hearing... Ah, that was a cluster mine drop. Okay, on the ore patch, this is probably the best target. 4 cluster mines kill a war miner. I think it's 3 for a chronotech. And we're seeing the first faction-specific unit out here for StolenTech. This is the flame tank. It used to be called Devastator, I believe. Anyway, it is a Vietnamese unit. And it just scorchinates people. Especially bases. Ah, this mine belt. Still sitting there, sitting pretty. Ah, he got so much value from the tanks. Got to kill another harvester here. This must... Oh, there's a Tesla drop. Hell yeah. Like, flak tracks just promote so much creative gameplay. Dropping all sorts of things while basically being protected from air units in the same rate. But this is a massive flamer blob. Holy cow. Another... Oh, the mine chipped away at the construction vehicle. Alright. That's cool, that's cool. So now it's up to double war factory again for StolenTech, even after the initial setback. Holy crap, what a game already. It's like, I can't even cover all the things I want to talk about. Oh, okay. He was trying his best, his most valiant effort to get the MCV down, but those are relatively tanky in the grand scheme of things. Right. Let's focus on arrow scrolling. It always confuses me because the minimap looks like there is so much more teal than there is purple. Did he kill another thing? I think he killed a war miner with this, right? Wow. A mine drop sure proved effective. But yeah, it's mostly just civilian buildings. However, this is going to be a 3rd expansion here out for StolenTech, and it hasn't been scouted as of yet. And this here, yeah, it's just a random conscript in a building. This might probably, if it's within the cards, this might get changed because it's kind of awkward. The way civilian buildings just litter your map with dots here. Oh, that's so nice. He's running a 1-2 punch. This is the offensive main army at the front door with lots of conscripts, flamethrowers, heavy tanks, rhino tanks, and then he's got the flame tanks in the back lines. He's probably... Let's see if JackoDerp can anticipate this. Ooh, tune into tonight's stream, guys and boys. This is gonna be so hype. Radar tech? Battle bunker is up. Oh! 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 Well, that was lucky. Those terrorists sure as hell had no business scouting this, but they did. Scout it, they did. So this is super easy for now for JackoDerp, holding it because he's running interference with the tanks. I think... Oh, wow! The flame tanks explode in massive AoE. That is some Some AoE right there. And more terrorists for the defense. I don't know if that's... If he can get them into the middle of the blob, sure. Nah, no, too much firepower, too much concentrated firepower here. And I think there is no barracks right now, so... Yeah, StolenTech does have a window to overrun him here. Sure, he can spam Tesla Coils, but Tesla Coils are not actually that strong when there's in the face of like 5 or 6 Rhino tanks. Long distance mining going on here. Mining operations have been rerouted. Flag truck gives itself away with force fire. And StolenTech doesn't really know where to attack from. Also, something that has been implemented is garrison clearing. So, we're probably gonna see this here, because flamethrowers... Yeah, fortunately it was on like one conscript in there. Flamethrowers insta-clear garrisons and kill everything occupying the garrisons in the process. Flag troopers are starting to appear, so it's also vetted up, as you can see. That is also one of the perks of this promotion. I would really like to see the other chosen promotions that would be awesome if they would just show up as a support power without actually occupying a support power slot, but I don't know if that's doable via the code. So third base being taken here by Jacko as well. It looks a bit more in... Sorry, it looks a bit more in StolenTech's favor, because it is by 5k, but it's not too bad. Harvesters are even... It's a relatively even game, the grand scheme of things. And the destroyed tab, yeah, JackoDerp, some really cool holds. And especially blowing holes in the base with terrorists was just an awesome play. So finally this is winding down to so we can actually get some critical analysis on RV. I don't know how the meta is gonna play out just yet. I just think that MCV Rush might not be the way to go. Ooh, look at the AoE. But again, very ill-fated flame tanks. And their health pool isn't very high, actually. That kind of makes sense. But he shaves off the Harvester. And attack onto the main base as well. Such a compact formation, so many flamethrowers. But this is easily overwhelmed here. Yeah, this is it. This is the big ticket. So StolenTech has critical mass here. Can easily overwhelm. Gonna kill the radar dome in the process. No more tier 2. Not that we've seen too many tier 2 units out of JackoDerp anyway. I think not a single one thus far. I think... Yeah, no, the flag troopers are. So flag troopers are probably just there for show. But a lot of Tesla troopers, that's enough to stall the heavy tanks. Eventually get them killed. Ooh, there is still enough. Oh, wow, the crashes though. Sorry, misclicked. So Tesla troopers can't be crushed. This is why the Rhino blob is stalling. As soon as there is a Tesla trooper occupying a cell, yeah, it's a bit of a problem, and they can't crush. De-garrisoning at a premium. Wow. The flame tank is still there, and this is one hell of a... That increases the range too, I forgot. So, as you can see, supercharging a Tesla quill with Tesla troopers does not only give it power when they're out of power, because JackoDerp is on low power, but it also gives them extra range, like 2 or 3 cells. Oh, terrorists! Defensive terror drop! Oh my lord! Scorched earth! Okay, I'm gonna call it as soon as I'm playing. I think Cuba is gonna become my favorite faction. Like, terrorists are so cheap too. Nice hold with the harvesters. Terrorists cost like, I think 200 a pop. So you can have such huge impact with them. This is probably a case of an overcharge here. But apparently only... Oh wow, that's coded. That's been coded properly. So only one of them is charging at a time. Super awesome. Yeah. As you can see, they're still riddled with bugs. But at the same rate, this is just a game with such great potential. This is probably going to become one of my new favorite mod projects. Tesla Ball of Death. The Disco Lightning Ball. You can't stop this. You can't crush this. You can run. They're quite slow. That's the only thing, just about the only thing you can do here. Ooh, JackoDerp selling out. That's probably the beginning of the end for him, but he's got a... Yeah, he's got a solid force up north still. So it's gonna be a base trade after all. He's focusing it on the Conyard, and there is no unpack order from StolenTech. Yeah, he stays until the bitter end. And that's the end of that here. Flamers being incorporated is such a smart call. This force basically is something against everything. Oh, more Tesla coils. The Tesla spam is real. Oh no. Oh, the Tesla coil is supercharged. Don't mess around with this thing. I think that's when it starts one-tapping enemy tanks. Man, what a slaughter. So both on, I guess, 1.5 bases. Low power for StolenTech as well. And how on earth is he gonna stop this? Because he sure as hell doesn't have access to terrorists. Man, the random terrorist run-bys, I really enjoy that. He's going all in. No, wait, he's just eco-transferring. Why though? 4 harvesters on the dispatch. Oh, parabombs. Yeah, by the way, JackoDerp could have chosen a vector. Chose not to choose a vector. And sometimes you choose not to take a choice here. Ah, sends away the Tesla Trooper. No more supercharged Tesla. But yeah, he could have called it in from this angle here. It would have instantly wiped the army. Could have probably saved him the base here. But as it stands, the cavalry has arrived. And the game is starting to stabilize again. And like, stabilizing is a very loose term in, like, when it comes to RV. Because nothing is ever stable in this game. Everything is a clusterfuck. And I love every second of it. What is he building? More terrorists, hell yeah. What is StolenTech building is frantically trying to get to more power. And flame tanks. Ooh, the MCV getting pincered, almost. Yeah, no, just it can take a beating. It's alright. That was something repairing the tank here. And it doesn't have veterancy. I have no idea what that was. Oh, terrorists going, hell yeah! That is so smart from Jacko. Oh! Terrorists to just evaporate the Tesla blob. That is brilliant, because otherwise he wouldn't have had any answers. Yeah, look at the AoE. I mean, StolenTech is doing the same thing from range. Doesn't need to infiltrate any terrorists into this army. But holy crap, this is amazing. This is the new gold standard of RV for sending in terrorists. Wow, the AoE just chunking him out. Ah, he's found the secondary base. Immediately de-garrisoning most of the concrete bunkers here. Well, StolenTech doesn't have much left to his name here, does he? Yeah! Is that a triple war factory? Are you for real? Well, doesn't look like he can hold it, even on... Oh, he's trying everything! He's throwing everything and the kitchen sink at him! You're throwing everything you've got at us, Alex! Holy shit, he's calling GG! Can't stop the blob. What a match, like... This was not a single second of downtime, no time to wind down. Okay, I guess this is just a great showcase for why I love RV. It's still work in progress, and for those of you who are new to this mod, it is in closed beta. There's gonna be the stream tonight, 6 PM UTC, and I'm going to give away 2 beta keys. So if you wanna partake in the madness, embrace the madness, just join us on twitch.tv/5acescheckmate. And I'm going to be live streaming, giving away 2 keys. Maybe 3, let's see. Depending on how generous the developers are. Yeah. As soon as this goes live, I'm going to post a huge update about it and urge everyone to download it, because I just enjoy this madness. It is, for all intents and purposes, the first real version of RA2 and OpenRA that we've ever seen. And it comes in a complete package with just random madness. Like, it's a madhouse. The Generals' powers are awesome. The new units are hilarious. The balancing is so wonky and off. It's great. Like, meme 3s. You've seen them from previous casts. We're gonna see more of those meme 3s today. I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah. And also it just goes to showcase how much potential is in the OpenRA engine to just create something from scratch. Huge shout out to Mustafa, who basically is the only coder for the mod, and yeah, and also Mr. Controversy himself has his fingers in the pie here. Mr. Sedix Ganon is the head of balance, as he's been for Shattered Paradise, or as he still is for Shattered Paradise. He also has managed to like sneak his way into a position of power in Romanovs Vengeance, but it's for the better, I think, because Mustafa is more of a coder with creative ideas, and Ganon is the man with the hard numbers. Right, that about wraps it up for this week's cast. This has been quite a ride. Next week we're going to be back with RAGL, and actually one of the last weeks of RAGL already. So stay tuned, more matches and more content to come. Thank you for watching, and stay hyped for Romanovs Vengeance. Thanks for watching, 5 Aces out.